We are here to share the impacts of EPA's current emission standards and timelines on the tank truck industry and to the American people. As the tank truck industry pushes toward a zero-emission future, we're committed to doing our part. However, this journey is complex and presents unique challenges that we must address head-on. It's going to require collaboration with legislators, regulators, and the entire supply chain. Today, we want to highlight some of the critical issues we're facing and why it's so important to find solutions together. One of the most significant challenges is the sheer cost of electrification. Preparing today's commercial vehicle fleets for electrification would require an investment of over $620 billion in charging infrastructure alone. This includes chargers, site infrastructure, and electric service upgrades. On top of that, utility companies and the government will need to invest an additional $370 billion to upgrade the distribution grid networks to meet the demands of commercial vehicles. This nearly $1 trillion expenditure doesn't even account for the cost of new battery electric trucks, which can be 2 to 3 times as expensive as their diesel-powered equivalents. For the heavy-duty segment of our industry, which faces more significant operational constraints, these costs and infrastructure hurdles are particularly daunting. Policymakers need to address these financial challenges and infrastructure gaps to ensure that the transition to a zero-emission supply chain is both attainable, affordable, and scalable for the entire American economy.
One of the biggest challenges we face in the tank truck industry is weight. We often hit weight limits long before we can fully utilize our cargo space due to the varying densities of bulk commodities. The additional weight of EV batteries will further add to this problem by significantly decreasing load capacity, which will drive up cost and hurt our overall efficiency. Our customers will feel the impact of this and will be negatively impacted on every load. The added cost will be felt by the consumer and will add inflationary pressure. This will result in more trucks on the road to transport the same amount of product, increasing congestion, wear and tear on our highways, and most concerningly, greater safety risks. Safety is our industry's #1 priority, and any solution must ensure that we are not compromising that commitment. It is critical that we work with policymakers to find a balanced approach that addresses these realities while advancing our environmental goals.
We have to consider the requirements from shippers and receivers. Some of them restrict the use of EV power units at their facilities due to safety concerns with hazardous commodities being loaded and unloaded, and this creates a significant barrier to integrate the necessary percentage of EVs, especially in states with stringent emissions goals like California. We all want to reduce emissions, but these safety issues need to be resolved through collaboration. It's going to take a collective effort to overcome these challenges.
Another major concern is the power takeoff systems used in our industry. Many pneumatic trailers rely on diesel-powered blowers to offload dry goods, while liquid haulers often use pumps that also require a power source. These operations demand significant energy, and current EV range calculations don't account for this additional load. Without alternative energy solutions, we might need extra batteries to power these systems, which would add even more weight and further reduce our payload. This is a complex problem that requires innovative solutions.
Finally, the limited range of electric vehicles poses a significant challenge. To meet consumer demand, we would need more trucks, which increases operational cost. The high cost of EV power units, coupled with higher federal excise tax on those units, long wait times, and a lack of charging infrastructure, especially on remote routes, makes this transition difficult. But we're not shying away from these challenges. We're committed to working with the government and all stakeholders to find viable solutions to bridge today's technology to future zero-emission vehicle goals.
We are proud to be part of the Clean Freight Coalition and to focus on technology which will advance the tank truck industry. We're here to advocate for practical, effective solutions that will lead us to a zero-emission future. This transition isn't just about our industry. It's about the entire supply chain and the American consumer. By working together, industry leaders, policymakers, and regulators, we can develop policies that achieve our shared goal of a cleaner, more efficient transportation system. The road ahead is challenging, but with collaboration and innovation, we can navigate it successfully.